go by the name of Alexvnder Knght. I'm just a solo artist from Manchester. Been doing music for about 10 years. In the 10 years, I've worked with so many people. I'm trying to make a sound for myself, you know what I mean? I'm not come out necessarily like everyone knowing who Alexvnder Knght is, but in the years, because I've always been in groups, I've always been shadowing myself out of things. So I'm trying to come out into a new light and trying to not necessarily let people know, but let people know that I am also a solo artist. I've done these things by myself before. I've been with groups, I've done stuff with these individuals, or I'm trying to make a stand for myself. I've always had sound for music. My dad's a musician, so I've always been around that. I was always around that when I was a kid in Jamaica, living back in Jamaica. I always went to studio with him, and it was just I came here, I was just like, yo, what is this? What? I just landed in a perfect country for music. It was at the time when grime just came out, garage, and I remember just yo, this is a sound that I've never heard before. I'm used to hip hop, reggae. That's what I heard back then. I came to grime, and then grime was different. It was. Every time I hear it now, it just reminds me of Flats. Straight away, that's the first thing that comes to my mind when I listen to grime. I remember sitting on the block in grime, just freestyling. That's what, every time a grime song comes on, I'm like, I know where this is coming from. Because I know accents, and I know, I can tell when certain rappers are rapping from North London, East London. So I'm like, shit, this is me back then. Yeah, I thought, why not come to Manchester and then try and study music as well as try and pursue the dream that I had. So in the process, I made our own little team called Black Clouds, and I told my brother that if we was supposed to run something, it should be the family thing. And then he went to college to study the thing, and we met up with talented people now. You've got likes of Leo Ivy, Sweet Tea Ivy now, Damani, all those kinds of people, and they're talented individuals, they're talented. But we were wild, so we didn't get to work a lot. It's always when we come in the room, we just want to let it loose, innit? We just want to talk and talk and talk, and things never really got done. But we got a lot of music out. There's a lot of music out. You've got likes of Skr, you've got Mandem, you've got a lot of stuff were produced, but you just know it's all the time of day. And yeah, so that's the foundation of Alexvnder Knght. And even though having a child as well, it doesn't stall anything for me. It's never a fact of, oh, I've got a child, I've got to look after my child and then leave that on hold for a long period of time, because I've got people around me that are understanding so much that the sense of I'm doing a full-time job, I'm also a full-time dad, so I'm also a full-time artist at the same time, and it's finding a balance. It's all about balance, and if you don't have balance in life, then you can't juggle the things that you want to juggle at the same time. So necessarily having a child, I know I have a child, and then I have to spend time with him for him to learn certain things and to just to know who am I and what I'm trying to do. So I bring him around my workplace, I bring him around the studio, so just to, even though he's a bit too young to understand what's going on, but like me, I understand now why my dad was doing what he does, because I was always around him. I got older and I'm like, oh, that's what I'm doing now. Okay, that's I'm on FL Studio, I'm on Pro Tools, and then these things look similar. So when he grows up and he sees his friends doing it, he's like, oh shit, my dad used to do stuff something like this. What is it? Yeah, it's just about all setting a tone and setting a pace, pretty much to know yourself, to know where you're going with things. And if you get lost, and then people can bring it back and then bring you back to a grounded position, and you can start over again. Because I've been in so much places where I've been in dark places, I've come out the other end, I've lost people, I've lost friends, I've lost due to arms house and whatever, but I just found myself again. I've got people around me that keep me grounded and keep me going, keep me motivated, pretty much. And that's an important thing. That's the important thing. And the music helps as well a lot. I go back a lot on music. I go back to old stuff that my parents listened to. So the list goes on. Nat King Cole, just anything that I think I can resonate with as a sound, like, and I can portray it out on myself, then I'll touch it. But if it's too much for me, I won't go back to that music and feel like, oh yeah, this isn't slightly me, because it's just gonna sway me away from. But I listen to a lot of music. I wouldn't say I listen to one genre and think this is what I'm gonna do. Like, there's times where I'll listen to Travis, and the next week I'm probably listening to Bob Marley. Like, on a different spectrum, but that's where they got their inspiration from. So you gotta kind of go back. Or I listen to Curtis Mayfield, or I listen to Nat King Cole, or I listen to Luther Vandross, or I listen to just loads of different early kind of stuff. And obviously Stevie Wonder, but I don't always dwell on the past music. It's all about what's now, and because those people already made a stamp on people after those already followed them, so you kind of have to follow what is in now and then try and make something that kind of shines light, not too much shines light than that, but obviously expresses that kind of field of sound or whatever you're trying to do. And on the grime side, I listen to a lot of grime as well. I grew up around grime, so it would be sad to say that I'm not influenced by grime. But as a sound, I never try and, oh, this is grime music. My friend asked me the other day, what is actually your sound? And I couldn't answer the question because I don't make music directly for this genre, or it just whatever I'm in the mood of doing that day. I might listen to Travis Scott and I think, okay, I'm gonna do a Travis Scott trap beat today, or listen to a slow tie. I'm doing a slow tie type of beat, but it's not.
It's not about ripping people off.
Yeah. So it's just trying to. You can do that, and if you want to be an idiot, but it's just taking pieces of different things and making it into one solidified piece. And it's art at the end of the day, and a lot of artists snatch from different artists and take inspiration from different artists. It's just about don't rip the whole thing. Make your own sound, make your own style of doing things. Producing wise, I'm more concentrating on producing wise. I want to see my stuff more out there with artists on my tunes, not me necessarily on my tunes all the time, because it gets boring. Like, I'm a selfish person, I know that, but I don't want people to be afraid when they want to come and like use a Alexvnder Knght beat or whatever it is. So that's what I kind of see myself as. I want to see myself up there with certain people and not be looked at like vain or like vague or something like that. Because I think I come across as like, I don't want to work with anyone, don't bring out any tunes with anyone. It's just me. Or it's either me or my brother, or me or this, me or that type of person. But I keep it close to my circle, so that's probably what it is. It's called Blue Aura, so it's like, I had so many names for it. I had Dark Knight, because obviously it runs off the name of Alexvnder Knght. But it's the dark side of myself, the dark side that I saw when I was in the dark place. Or Blue Aura is more like a euphoric moment, like it's bringing out happiness, it's bringing out love, it's bringing out, if you know what blue represents, it represents a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to, with my music, even though it sounds to you dark, but don't latch onto that just like, oh, it's dark. Be open-minded about it, basically. My music is all about contradiction. It sounds a bit weird, but it's also about contradiction. When I said it to one of my friends before, he was like, what do you even mean by that? Like, I have people that write about girls that they don't necessarily lust or love in it. It's just that they're just writing stuff. But I write about, I'm always contradicting myself. I'm always like saying stuff that I see myself doing in a few months and I see myself doing in a few years, and then it actually happens and I'm like, fuck shit, I've actually like spoken into existence. So this is what I'm trying to do with this music. It's not necessarily what's happening now, what's happened before. It's just about what I see happening. I always struggle writing. It's a struggling, like, worst part of my making a song for myself. It's always the writing part, because I want to say so much, but when I come out to saying it, it's like, fuck, what do I say now? I'll leave the room, come back in, or I'll leave the house, come back in, and then it just comes out because my mind's open to things now. Like, I mean, it's like when you're working, you take a break, you come back, you're all refreshed, right? It's just like that. I see this as work, so that's what it is. Don't take it too seriously as well, because it's not meant to be serious. It's meant to have fun with it. Whenever I start a beat, I mostly start with a melody, like everyone else does, just to try and get a mood going. And then that's just setting the tone of the track. You wanna play sounds that you can leave it on its own and it still sounds good, you know, without the drum pattern in it. Just the bass, letting you know what the rhythm of the groove is gonna be like, basically. And there's another 808. Once that bass that before comes in, another one comes in and does what that does but differently. Just a simple little hi-hat, but that's just to show you. And then this is what kind of sends the melody of the hook. Whatever the hi-hat kind of doing, I kind of work with some artists. Work with the instrument. They pick an instrument and then they start doing whatever. But a hi-hat should always be what kind of sets the groove of the tune. So once you don't know the hi-hat, it's like, as you can understand, it's like, okay, let me stand now. And then you get the percussions that kind of sends like a signal to the artist, letting them know, okay, this is every 8 bar, this is every, okay. Because when you're kind of recording, you can't keep looking back on the screen, you can't keep doing those kind of things, so you kind of like depend on the instrument to tell you what to do. It's like you're having this own conversation with the instrumental, and then you're, oh right, okay, this is the hook, this is the verse. And obviously you set it out how you want the verse to be set out, but once you've mapped it out and then structured it well, it's still kind of hard to tell what is what sometimes. So you just keep adding things in just to complement the song. When you're using, like, when I use like different instruments, because I've got like 3 snares going there, but it's like, they're all in different pitches, so everyone's doing different things, but they're all telling different kind of tones, and like, okay, this one it's here for a reason, you know what I'm saying? So always trying to have different instruments, but have them complementing each other, so it's not all the same kind of sound. Once you've got that all sorted, then you can bring the vocals in and have verses written down already in the process. The verses are always being pre-written. Depends on the song, to be honest. It depends. I can't really freestyle, but I'll just like mumble on the mic, and then I'll mumble. That's a new thing I started developing for myself, just so I can get something out in it. I don't want to leave a song open anymore. Like, it's just all about following the tone of the tune and where you want to go with the song, and then that's when all that comes in. I don't know where that's from, but that's just from listening to certain. Obviously, the keys is what kind of brings out the hook and sets the tone for the chorus. That's pretty much it. But here, I never usually freestyle. And then yesterday when I was recording it, I just thought, you know what, I don't know what to write for the next 4 bars. There's nothing I can say now. Like I've said, I write sometimes where I say too much in the first 8, and then I'm left like, fuck, what am I gonna do now? So just like improvisation again comes in, and you should like, where the freestyle comes in, you just let it all go. And if most of the times when you freestyle, it's all natural, so it's gonna sound good anyway. That's why you get tunes where it's like, it sounds better than ones that people like concentrate on too much, and then you get the ones that freestyle and it sounds way better, because just naturally, that's how we've done. That's how natural always works. It's weird because I play music to my dad, and he's like, "You can't play the piano, what?" or you can't do this, but you can do that. And I'm like, yeah, I still can't do this, Dad. Like, I can't do play the bass like you can. I can't do these timbres because I've listened to music so much. You just know what sonically sounds right. You just know it. Like, and when you hear it, you're like, okay, yeah, that's it.